Have you ever felt like you're on top of the world, that nothing can touch you? It's a great feeling, but history is full of stories that remind us of the importance of humility. One of the most powerful is about a king who had it all, and almost lost everything because he forgot where his power truly came from. This is the story of King Nebuchadnezzar, the ruler of the mighty Babylonian Empire. Imagine a king so powerful, his kingdom stretched across the known world. He lived in a palace of unimaginable splendor, surrounded by wealth and glory. One night, he had a terrifying dream that none of his wise men could interpret. In his dream, he saw a colossal tree, so tall it touched the sky, visible to the ends of the earth. Its leaves were beautiful, its fruit was abundant, and it provided shelter for all the beasts of the field and birds of the air. It was a symbol of life and prosperity. But then, a holy messenger came down from heaven and shouted a terrifying command: chop down the tree and lop off its branches, strip off its leaves and scatter its fruit. Let the animals flee and the birds fly away. But leave the stump and its roots in the ground, bound with a band of iron and bronze, in the tender grass of the field. The messenger continued, declaring that the one represented by the tree would have his mind changed from a man's to that of an animal. He would live with the beasts, eat grass like an ox, and be drenched with the dew of heaven for 7 years, until he acknowledged that the Most High is sovereign over all kingdoms on earth. Disturbed and afraid, the king called for Daniel, a man known for his wisdom and connection to God. When Daniel heard the dream, he was visibly troubled. He knew this dream wasn't just a random nightmare. It was a direct message for the king. With a heavy heart, Daniel explained the meaning. "My lord," he said, "the great tree you saw, that is you, your majesty. You have become great and strong. Your greatness has grown until it reaches the sky." Then came the hard part. Daniel had to deliver the warning. He explained that the command to chop down the tree was a decree from God. Nebuchadnezzar himself would be driven away from people to live like a wild animal. This humbling experience would last for 7 long years. It was a harsh judgment, but it had a purpose: to teach the king that his power, his kingdom, his very life were gifts from a higher authority. But Daniel didn't just deliver the bad news. He offered the king a way out, a path to redemption. He pleaded with him, "Therefore, your majesty, be pleased to accept my advice. Renounce your sins by doing what is right, and your wickedness by being kind to the oppressed. It may be that then your prosperity will continue." It was a clear warning and a call to action. Change your ways, show humility and justice, and you might avoid this terrible fate. For a full year, nothing happened. Life went on as usual. The king continued to rule his vast empire, perhaps forgetting the chilling dream and Daniel's urgent warning. Then, one day, as he was walking on the roof of his royal palace in Babylon, he looked out over the magnificent city he had built. Pride swelled in his heart. He said to himself, "Is not this the great Babylon I have built as the royal residence? By my mighty power and for the glory of my majesty?" The words were barely out of his mouth when a voice spoke from heaven, declaring that his kingdom had departed from him, and the prophecy of the dream would now be fulfilled. Immediately, Nebuchadnezzar was driven from his palace. He lost his mind, his power, his humanity. Just as the dream foretold, he lived in the fields, ate grass like an ox, and his body was drenched with the dew of heaven. His hair grew like the feathers of an eagle, and his nails like the claws of a bird. This incredible story shows us the fine line between confidence and pride. Nebuchadnezzar was warned, but he let his ego get the best of him. It took a humbling 7-year ordeal to bring him back to reality. When the 7 years were over, his sanity was restored, and he finally looked up to heaven, praising and glorifying the Most High God. He learned his lesson the hard way. This ancient account is more than just a story. It's a timeless lesson for all of us. It reminds us to stay grounded, to be grateful for our successes, and to remember that true strength lies in humility. No matter how high we climb, we should never forget to be kind, just, and thankful. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content that dives deep into the wisdom of the ages. We'll see you in the next video.